What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Surviving Java. And today is going to be an episode where I don't know exactly what order of which this episode is going to be going out in. That's purely because the project that I want to undertake in this episode is one of the Dude, come on now. Really? Stop misbehaving. Yeah, the project that I want to do is a very, very time-consuming one, and it's one that I've been putting off because it is immensely tedious, and that is because it is a guardian farm. And the last time I actually had to do this, which is draining out a ocean monument, it was a very long time. It was bedrock last time I done it, and the whole point it's been that long is because it's not a fun thing to have to do. But in order to get it's not even a case that I want the most efficient farm ever, it's the cosmetic side of it that I want it to look a certain way, and that is by having a big circular perimeter cleared out of water around it. And I think I've found a decent enough ocean monument to work with. If we can get, say, a couple of you on us as well. I'm not too sure what I'm carrying around, scaffolding or baked potatoes. It was left in my inventory from the last bit of recording I was doing, and like I said, I don't know what order this episode is going out, so I'm not going to reference any past, future or upcoming projects because I don't know when this episode is going to be coming out. But the ocean monument that I want to go work on is one that's out in near the copper farm, and it's only like 400 odd blocks away from the copper farm. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back once I'm over there. Okay, so we're over here at the ocean monument that I'm thinking about working with, and it's very, very close where the copper farm is. The copper farm is 300 meters off in that direction. So yeah, it is really close. Someone has already been here. Whether or not they've cleared out all of the Elder Guardians, I have absolutely no idea. So just on the off chance that they've not done that, okay. What we will be doing is setting a respawn point, and to be extra safe, we're going to put most of our stuff that we don't need on us in. Nope, we don't need shulkers in, say, a double chest. So do that, and then we put all of these shulkers away, and anything that we don't actually need. So we will keep you, our carrots, say ender pearls. We're going to want some slime blocks as well, just for being able to block their line of sight. And we're also going to want a better weapon for fighting. I do believe this one has a better weapon in. Yeah, that one's my actual proper fighting one. But we want to put this guy away like so. Put you away like so. And just in case, put you away like so, and just to make sure we've reset point. Awesome. So I'm fairly sure that there's one Elder Guardian still left in here somewhere, but I don't know as to what side he will be on. And the fact that I haven't got any like potions. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we found one of them. Can we like, so we've only got a certain amount of water or breath. Okay guys, you're going to have to really get out of my way. There we go. And we are going to want that sponge and whatever else he drops. And then what we want to do is just come back out of here and just see if we do get the mining fatigue. Just to see if there is, because I know that someone's busted in the top, which means the top one's already been dealt with. There's usually one on either side, and I've not been hit with any whatchamacallit, mining fatigue so far. So let me just get my breath back and then head on back down. So yeah, there is definitely still one here. So what we will do is just, oh my god, not die please. There. Let me just wait to eat. So let me try figure this out. If he's anyway, he's going to be somewhere on this side, isn't he? So if we go, say, just like so, like so, like so, like, dude, go away. And do you reckon that we can sort of brute force our way through this block before we die from drowning? I know we're going to be cutting it close if we do. But it looks like we should be able to do it. I will break in, then I'll go back up, grab some oxygen, and then we'll head back down. And then after we've cleared this guy, the top guy is definitely being dealt with. So let me just quickly eat. And then fly on. And then okay, go away. Oh, great. Dolphin's Grace. Not something that I needed, but here's the last guy. Go away, just keep on moving to break the line of sight. There we go. He's dealt with, and that should be all of them now. We need to find our way back out though, which is conveniently over here. And that should be all of that dealt with, and then we can just sort of just pop back up here. And oh, come on. Okay, that's clearly not working in our favour, so let's just fly. God, they hit so hard when they hit in like rapid succession, one after the other, and that was a terrible, terrible landing. And there we go. Do that. Sweet. So then my plan is that I actually want to go out 100 blocks in each direction, and because it's going to be a 2x2 center point on a circle, it means I'm going to have to sort of do the measurement properly, because otherwise if I figure out that it's one block off later down the line, it's going to be a nightmare to change, because it's going to be one big old circle. So what I'll do is I'll probably just jump into a quick time lapse of me doing that after this mining fatigue has worn off, because I hate working with mining fatigue. So yeah, after I've got that, and I'll back into time lapse of doing a circle, and then I'll bring you back. Alright then guys, I managed to get the ring in place, although it was a little bit bothersome with the guardians constantly on my case. But I didn't actually die, which is a good thing. They had me down to 1.5 hearts a couple of times, but I've been managing to do them rather rapidly as and when they decide to kick off with me. It's like this far away, it's a rare occurrence that they tend to pop up and have a shot at you. The range on them though is a little bit ridiculous at times, because, come on now, it's just rude. So the ring itself, initially I was going to go bigger than what it currently is, but it was encroaching pretty close to this landmass, and I did not want it getting too close to any of the landmasses, because I think it would make the build itself look out of place and sort of not the way that I want it to look. So I'm going to be doing a line of gravel around this, and then after the gravel's in place and I started drying it all out, I'm then going to be doing a layer of glass past the gravel. So technically it's going to be another 2 blocks wider than this, so it is actually going to be a little bit bigger than what it currently is, and that is okay, because it still wouldn't take us anywhere near the land masses that are nearby. But yeah, this is a nice little one to work on. It's close enough to the copper farm, so we've got another portal over there, and I am actually probably going to have to go back to base and craft up some potions of invisibility, and in order to get the gravel laid. Doing the outer perimeter gravel shouldn't be really. They really need to fix the AI squids. Doing the outer perimeter of gravel shouldn't be an issue, because you only get the rare occurrence that they'll come up over to this direction, and they'll sort of take pop shots at you now and again. But when I'm doing the cross sections, because I'm going to have to split it up in segments of 5 in order to get rid of the water, doing that, I could see it becoming a little bit tedious having to deal with them constantly. So I may just go make a shulker of potions of invis in order to do it a lot easier. Yeah, it's probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is probably jump into a time lapse of me doing it. The time lapse may look a little bit weird because if I'm using potions of invisibility, the likelihood is all you're going to see is my boots and the item in my hand. So yeah, just be wary of that if I do end up using the potions of invis. I'm just hoping I've got enough gravel. I have got like a lot of gravel that I brought over from the Piglin Bartering Hall, which I still don't think I've taken you over to check out, but that's for another day. Today, let's just crack on with the time lapse of getting this thing drained, and hopefully we could then move on to the actual cosmetics of what I want to do with it after it's drained. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back in a good while.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. You shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play and you're fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play and you're fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Once you're pandemonium. I look in the mirror, who's looking back at me? I don't know what happened, guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems, I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Back when I met you, we were like fireworks. Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together.
Alright guys, it's actually been a while now since I've done any recording whatsoever, nearly around about 2.5 to 3 months. I'm not too sure if the last bit of recording was just before or just after Christmas, but I've had quite a lot going on IRL that I'm not going to bother boring you with at the end of this episode. And I know that I said at the beginning of this episode that this project was going to be sort of chipped away at in the background. I did not fully intend it to be so far in the background that it never gets done, because I did actually check the original bit of recording for this, which means if my voice has changed, like, you got to bear in mind the time that is being in between the beginning recording of this episode and after recording this episode is nearly 4.5 to 5 months now, and I'm fairly sure I had a surgery on my neck in between that bit of recording and this bit of recording. But I'm going to end this episode off now, because I did actually just go over and I checked all the time-lapse footage that I've got recorded and saved and what I need to whittle down into a usable time-lapse. And it's like 40 plus hours worth of footage that I'm going to have to try to time-lapse form in order for you lot to get, well, for you lot to have seen this, really. Yeah, so I have actually got a build in mind for this. I've actually designed it. Now, before I talk any more about that, I do want to give a huge thank you to Psychotica, Sizzle and Clowd for all coming over and helping me dig this out, as well as lay the glass and the clearing of it. It was massive. Like, I put immense amount of hours into it, and they was all kind enough to come over and help me out with that, which was extremely kind of them, donating their time to a project that I know is so tedious to do at times, especially when it comes to just laying thousands upon thousands of blocks of like gravel to do the surrounding ring, and then to do the sectioning, and then to dig it all out. And yeah, because I'm a bit of a hoarder, I tried to make sure everyone was keeping all of the blocks that they was mining. So we've got a massive stockpile of different blocks now in order to Sherpa over to our storage system, and we've got a whole bunch of goodies in here as well. Like words, oh my god, it's been that long since I've done any recording, I've forgotten how to talk. But yeah, we've got like a immense amount of goodies, and especially slimes. Like, there's around about 3 slime chunks in this area. And yeah, but what we've done with the floor is when we took it down to bedrock, this is before the update actually came out, which means bedrock was Y4 and now it's like Y negative 59 or something. So we have actually got an entire underground that's obviously spawned underneath this place, which means our AFK spot is going to have to be further up in the air, or we're going to have to go on a monumentous lighting spree of the caves in and around the area. But I done the fog effect floor with layers of black glass. We've still got a whole ton of black glass left over from that, and obviously black glass around the edges, and that gives you the sort of like fade away fog effect floor. And we've got end rods dotted around in every single layer, so at night time it does actually give off like a nice sort of illuminating effect, and it does look really cool, and I think it will really fit the theme of the build that I'm going to be going for. And you can sort of get the scope of the sort of colour palette that I'm going for already with the basalt pillars, and that is going to be a running theme throughout the build. And I've taken the build itself, I've taken a lot of inspiration from sort of very old Roman slash religious, like old style Catholic buildings when it comes to the sort of overall concept and design. And I'm sure when that build comes up, I don't know if it's going to be next episode or the following one, so I've got loads of projects on the go as it is. But the build itself, I've actually got it mapped out and designed the way I want. I've not actually designed the farm for it though, which is weird. I usually go with the farm first and then build the build around it, but this time I'm building the building and going to have to design a farm to fit within the building. And it is quite a large building, so I'm not overly concerned about space, to be honest with you. So it should be perfectly fine. But for today's episode, I think that's going to do it. And hopefully I'm able to tie this bit of talking in well enough with the rest of the episode, because it's been that long. I honestly can't remember what I said I was going to do or what I even said at the beginning of this episode. So hopefully it melts together okay, and hopefully it's not a little too all over the place. I don't know how different the texture packs or anything's going to look either, because obviously we've gone through about 3 different versions of Minecraft, including one big update version, and yeah, so I'm fairly sure quite a lot has changed from that original bit of recording, especially like my tools and stuff, because I know that I've got different texture packs running and different client-side mods like the mini map in the top right and mini HUD, which is up there in the top left, the durability viewer in the bottom right. It's just all sort of helpful little client-side details that I do enjoy having on hand to look at. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully it's come out alright, and hopefully the next episode won't be too far after this one. I am hoping to get back in the swing of recording, provided I can do my time management better. It is so bad, it's shockingly bad how bad my time management is. I'm good at doing stuff, but definitely not good at managing my time while doing stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.